Alright, why don't we start recording this? We're almost set up. We're getting there. Alright, that's all good to go. So the next thing to figure out is I am using a new, an unofficial version of OBS that is maintained by people who are in the Arch Linux, who develop this for Arch Linux. They repack the whole thing. YTS, but in the 70s. It's not in the 70s. It might not be working either, in which case I'll just have to fix that in a moment. We'll figure it out. I'm not even going to complain about it today, because I've got enough other stuff to worry about that is not the sole concern for this stream. Why is everything running through? That's not right. Hold on a moment. Okay. So with this going through the way that it's supposed to go, I think, but yeah, the YTS shouldn't be affected by this, because it's a pain in the ass, frankly, the way that I have it set up. I don't have everything getting piped into one audio stream. I've got like 5 audio streams that I'm running through. Delete that. Unironically, a good mic filter for a theme stream. Oh, I know. I know what I'm about. I've been trying to do this for ages. I just wasn't able to get it going on the official OBS packages. That's why I swapped over to this new version of OBS. But there's a couple things I gotta figure out. Hey, Bard. How you doing? I hope you're having a good one. I'm digging this. I love the music, too. It just sounds cool. It's comfy sounding. If I sound a little bit funny tonight, that is intentional. Alright, give me a moment. I've got a lot of little stuff to figure out before we get started on stream, but I'm happy to sit and talk with you guys, okay? With the funny filter on. I've got some stuff that I need to figure out still, so give me a moment to gather my thoughts. Next thing I need to figure out is why I don't have, I know why I don't have the stream, or the stream chat on the sidebar in OBS, and that's fine. I just need to figure out how to get it to dock there. How to add Twitch chat to OBS. You have a lot to figure out. I don't know if I ever will. Oh, same, Bard. Don't even sweat it. OBS Studio doesn't. So cap chat. What is cap chat? That's a night dev service. I'm good. Let me look at what other options I have real quick before we get too far into this. See if I can find an official, not an official plugin, but a plugin on OBS forums. Yo, Rukix, how you doing? I really need to get that fucking downstream keyer and just reorganize everything into the downstream keyer. That would make things so much easier. But we'll worry about that later. One thing at a time. I'm figuring things out. Botched audio stream. Oh, I can make it worse. I can make it 100% worse. Don't threaten me with a good time. Wondering why you sound like a 1920s announcer? No, you're wrong there. Now I sound like a 1920s announcer. By the way, I'm just testing some stuff out for the moment. I figured I'd leave this on because it's funny. Alright. Let me look at a couple things to see if I can get stream working. You gotta talk fast to sound like one. You do have to talk kind of fast for it. Fortunately, my brain starts going at 1,000,000 miles an hour anyway. Let me see. Docs. Yeah, that doesn't show up on here. That's annoying. There's a Talon one, though, that doesn't work. Because I think I set that up earlier. Custom browser docs. And I want to try... Let me just try and see if I can get chat running. Go with the black and white? Yeah, with the Venetian blind filter, black and white, yeah. I want to get that set up too. And I might do it on stream. So if you guys really want to see that, bear with me for a couple minutes. We can figure that out. I don't know what you're saying, Kazad. Don't worry about it. We'll get there in a sec. You look good saying, friend. Appreciate it, Bart. Appreciate it. So here's something I need to try with this dock. If I just open chat, does it open chat? No. That's a nuisance. It is a nuisance. I agree, me. Alright, so cap chat probably only works on not Linux. So give me a sec. Chat wants to stay closed, it's on vacation. I just want to see what y'all are saying. I mean, like, I guess I can see it in the actual, like, window here and it's not too delayed, so maybe that's not too bad. But the problem is then when I go to move over to another window, I'm not going to be able to see it without doing something here. Staycation? Yeah, exactly. I need y'all to stay around. Yeah, that doesn't work because I'm not. So the problem is that I'm using a different method for streaming than I would normally because I don't think that this version of OBS supports logging into your account, which means that I'm not going to be able to put the chat on the screen as like a sidebar thing. So I just need to figure out another way to add it to OBS, right? Okay, I had enough fun with these filters. Time to turn them off.
How's that sound? That sound good? You ready for this one? You ready for this one? How you like that? I love that. I want to get that as like a sweep effect. I want to like have that like dramatically like zoom out to like the full spectrum. Alright, but that's enough of that. There we go. So how do I don't want to add Facebook chat. Add Twitch chat. No, I don't want to use the Streamlabs site. Oh, you know what? I might be stupid. I just realized I have a way of doing this. Hold on, let me have a look at this. I have a way of doing this. I might be stupid. Alright, take a look here. So, what I can do, I think... So, this is straight up the chat, like the notification, or like the chat bar that shows up on stream, right? So, all I have to do is give the URI to that. And I can't see chat right now. Hi, guys. You're good looking, that's all that matters. Well, thank you, Bart. Bart, I hope you're doing alright. Brain fart. Yeah, I may be stupid. But so if I go into OBS here, right, and I add a custom browser doc that links to... Sorry, I'm typing it out. So if I hit apply there and I try that, it's either going to break horribly. Okay, couldn't load that page, which means it doesn't know that it's a local page. It's just so clean. Oh, I love my desktop. I also just like I've realized very quickly that I can just do this, right? Cool. I hit the Windows button. It's not called the Windows button for Linux, obviously. It's called the super key. But, like, the point being, it's just cool. I hit the thing. Also, this is completely useless. I can get rid of that. But I just type in whatever I need. I know what I'm looking for. It helps keep me from having, like, 20 million things open that I don't need to have open, or a bunch of stuff all over the screen. And I actually like seeing my background, to be honest. Because that's a picture I took my damn self. I wish I had my tripod, though. Anyway. So that doesn't quite work. Can I add... So I guess the next question is... Is it possible to add a local application as a doc? Everybody just saying, yeah, I'd love to have that. Instead of, you know, actually having it. Let me see. This particular picture was Monument Circle in Indianapolis. I got some more pictures of it, actually, I can show you. I'll set that up in a minute. Yeah, the Indianapolis trip. This was Monument Circle. There we go. Yeah, this is Monument Circle in Indianapolis. Nice little spot. It was bitter cold when I got there. This was like the night that I got there, and it was just... I only stayed there for a couple days, but... it was just bitter cold. Yeah, it's actually quite pretty. It's really well lit over there. I was surprised. But I have a friend who works in downtown Indy, and we were sitting and talking for a while, but they had to still finish up their work when I got there, so I just wandered around for a little bit. Why'd I go? Oh, I have a friend over there. I just wanted to go visit. Okay. So if that's not gonna work... And then let me see here. The stats aren't very useful. There has got to be a way to do this that doesn't require me to use an online program. What kind of friend? Alright, don't get into that. Straight up, that's a problem that we have. I'm not, like, upset about it, don't get me... Like, it's fine. But, like, we had an issue for a while where all of their coworkers kept saying that we were something more than friends, and it was kind of annoying. It was not good. Now, Final Fantasy Stranger in Paradise is on Steam for $30, where you had to pay $60 on Epic. Yeah, that sounds right. No friends here, yeah. No friends allowed. The bump. The logs led me to the fix. This is some weird jQuery issue. Let me see. Unchecking. I mean, like, that's in the... Maybe... Okay, I got an idea. Give me a minute. Walker Pierce, I heard it. It was not in the right spot. So I do this, and then everything breaks. So give me a minute. Because Talon is a very functional program. It's not functioning. It never fucking functions, right? Anyway, I heard it. I heard it doing the thing. But it's not doing the thing. Why is this program such fucking garbage? It's not even the program, it's just, like, the sound is hard. I'm slowly cleaning things up. It's not there yet, okay? It's not there yet, but it's getting there. So, I apologize if things have been a little bit out of whack. I'm gonna move that back over here. Rude, it's not doing the thing, right? Right? It's back, it's not there, it's back, it's back. You know, it's like, come on, man. I can't hear it, but it's there. So give me a minute. Because I can fix that, that's easy. I don't know why the volume's so low all of a sudden, but it's there. In or out, come on. I'm putting 7s in. Why is it so loud? I can't hear it still. Like, I'm looking at the sliders and I can see it, but I'm not hearing it. I heard it, I heard it. Oh, fuck off. Okay, so I got the chat working. Kinda. Except it's telling me to please update to the latest version. And I don't want to do that. Don't make me do that, man.
I don't feel so good. MRDRALNAH.
Why is it so quiet now? It's not coming out of any other places, I don't think. I can't see chat for the moment still. Here, let me flip back over to face cam real quick. And we'll keep talking for a minute while I'm still tweaking this. Big broken? Oh, it's always big broken. It's always big broken around here. I don't feel so good, Mr. Drama. I'm gonna just put a gain filter on it, fuck it. If I blow my ears out, then that's what it is. If I blow your ears out, I apologize. I'll put a limiter on it. Yeah, there we go. There's your fucking sevens.
7777777.
That's a lot of sevens. You got anything else to say? Just set that at a -2 with a release of 100 milliseconds, and that should be good. Stop fucking with things.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow. Ka-chow. As long as you're not saying the other guy's catchphrase, we're good. It sounds too much like a slur, man. It sounds awful. So, hold up. Let me check this readme real quick. So, when I'm looking at the browser source... Churchu. Yeah. Kerchu. Okay. Okay. I've almost got it. I realized what I did wrong. Or vaguely what I did wrong. So we've almost got it working, right? That should do it. So when people start typing now, it should start showing up in the chat. And I think we're good. Like I said, I happen to... This is a completely new OBS install, fresh, and it means that I can do stuff like the radio sound effect without having a ton of issues pop up. I can do it all within OBS, okay?
Are you
so
sure
it's a couple
about
issues to tweak now. Are you sure about that? Yes, actually, it's working fine now. Alright, well, real quick, before we get too far on, let's do a little bit of shit posting. Somebody mentioned putting a video filter on, right? So let's do that. If I go to filters, and I add an image, no, and I want to do color correction. Proper, it's not really proper color correction, it's actually kind of garbage. Is there another one? No, okay, that's fine. I could apply like a LUT, but I don't have any LUTs right now. That also was weirdly like a slur. Anyway, so now I have this, and I can mess with the gamma and all this other stuff, right? Okay, so if I just want to turn the saturation all the way down, and then I turn on the radio filters again. I didn't want to have this set up as a... My big problem is I didn't want to have this set up as a, as like a point redemption. Now you will notice that you can actually redeem points for the music to be like that, but I don't want to have you just cut me off in the middle of me talking. You need to get going. You're in Arkansas, so you need doing family stuff. So you need to be socially sociable. Understandable. Bard, have a good one. Take care of yourself. Hope Arkansas is good to you. All right, and we'll see you later. Appreciate you coming around for a minute. All right, so if we add this, right, and I can't add it to the whole thing, unfortunately, but I kind of like it having the like weird modern shit in the front. But I mean, like, hey, look, listen, right? Happy Easter, yeah, happy Easter to you too.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Draw on the Radio. Ooh. What happened there? Oh, I'm an idiot. That's what happened there. Hold on a sec, folks. I forgot to put a new battery in this thing. And by new battery, I mean I forgot to put the dummy battery in. It's been running off a battery for like 45 minutes. So that's my bad. Alright, let's, give me a moment. I like that it made the screen black and white, too. I would love to set up a hotkey to have all this happen. I can actually do that. It's just gonna take a little bit more effort than I'd like to put in for the moment. Alright. You're out of juice. Gotta charge you later. Accurate technical issues at the time. Yep, forgot the battery. Alright, try it again. Hello there, folks. Alright, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a wonderful Easter. As we are drawing in on that day. Remember, no alcohol on Easter. No drinking. The Lord's watching. No, I'm done with that. Anyway, that's fun.
That's a lot of fun. But let's leave it off for the moment, and I'll figure out the rest of that later. Alright. No booze today, yep. No booze on the Lord's Day. Alright, so what have I gotten sorted out? Chat's ready. Chat's good. It actually looks exactly like it does on stream when I actually show it on stream. So chat's good. I've been live for 25 minutes. Everybody's just been watching me tweak shit. I think it's time to get going on a game, maybe. Let me grab my controller, and I don't think I have anything else I really need to talk about right now. I should probably actually, like, paste in the Discords. I should probably go use the self-promo section. Let me do that real quick. Because we're getting ready to start with some Bayonetta 2. Probably a good idea. Yeah, I should probably do that. I meant to do that earlier, but I mean, I got distracted by the fact that I still had a bunch of stuff to set up and I couldn't really test it super well without being on stream. Where is self-promo? Every self-promo channel is in a different spot on every Discord, and it's very seldom in similar spots. It's kind of annoying, honestly. I talk about this every time, but it is one of those things. I get it. It's because Discord servers are all run, you know, by separate people, so they're all going to organize it differently. But, like, man, is it a pain in the ass. Anyway, why are you guys watching me? You could be watching Elder Irish. This is, like, the least inspired. I have a hard time coming up with jokes for Bayonetta. Maybe it's because, like, I'm having a hard time coming up with, like, actual, like, the jokes that are appropriate for Bayonetta. You already am? Cool. Rukix knows what's up. Go check out Elder Irish. I can't type into the chat box anymore. No! Someone shout out Elder Irish. Time to make a giant channel list and put the self-promo one at the bottom. Literally half of them are at the bottom, but then there's ones where they're just in the middle. You watch both at the same time? That's more than I can do. I have to have one of them muted most of the time. Where's my controller? There we go. Still in the case. Honestly, watching both at the same time is impressive. Just straight up. Also, the text is bigger now in the chat. I could change it, but, like, I don't need to. I actually prefer this. Even though I can't type into the chat anymore, which that kind of sucks. For anybody wondering, the shoutout command is !SO. Only mods can do it. Mods, please shout somebody out. The Elder Irish. The _Elder _Irish. You turn one down to a point to see what the other's doing. Yeah. Somebody still has me requested as a friend, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and deal with that to see if it's somebody I know and want as a friend or not. There we go. Ah, okay. Yeah, I want to be their friend. They're a cool person. Alright, I think we're good to go. Let me back out. We're gonna hop back into some Bayonetta. Fun fact, I haven't done anything else on my Switch since I played this last. But we'll be having some good times with this. It just means we get to boot straight back into the game. But before we do, guys, we got one last thing to deal with. All right, one last thing. We got some sponsors for this stream. All right, first sponsor, Iron Brew. No, I just happen to have Iron Brew. I'm actually really enjoying the Iron Brew. I got a 12-pack. It's quite nice. It's not super expensive, but it's also got very little sugar. Beppa's sponsored? No, Iron Brew. But Iron Brew is Iron Brew is good. It's only got 11 grams of sugar. I checked, and all the sodas that I usually drink have like 50 grams of sugar, and they give me the shakes. Along with the caffeine, obviously. I don't know if this has any caffeine in it. It doesn't say caffeine free, so I have to assume, but I don't know what the laws are for being transparent about that in the UK. But I'm digging it. I enjoy it. It's actually quite nice, and it's still got a decent flavor to it. It's not like, you know, horribly. It's not just like carbonation and bitterness, because that's also something that happens a lot when you're drinking like sparkling waters. But anyway, that's enough of that. This is not an ad, not sponsored, by the way. But we do have some actual ads here to play for a minute. So why don't we go ahead and check those out before we head into stream, alright? Hey, guys, is it just me, or was the audio really fucking desynced there for some reason? Why don't we try it again?
Trying to cross the border, right?
Respect the pouch! Respect it!
Hey there, kids, it's fucking Mario, definitely not Wario, in a fucking baseball cap. Hey there, kids, it's Mario here to tell you drugs are not the enemy. It's birds. Alright, look at this real-life footage of real talking birds. Hey, watch this. Look at these smug bastards. You fucking ringing my doorbell on my day off. I mean, this guy's doorbell on his day off. Walk into the glass, most embarrassing shit this guy's ever done. Thank God I had that Windex laying around. This isn't a Windex commercial, but you know what? Go get some Windex while you're at it, kids. Alright, this is your pal Mario coming in. Alright, asking you to take care of birds for me, alright? And if you want to save the day, go ahead and buy some drugs from your local human, alright? Just remember, talk to your priest, your rabbi, your minister. They'll know where to get your drugs from, alright? Remember, kids, if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die, but if you talk to birds, you're already in hell. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to present to you a toy so spectacular, you'll never want to leave home without it. A toy so stupendous that it will give your kid a concussion guaranteed. In fact, it says so on the Wikipedia page. Why, the Swing Wing is such a joy to entertain with that even animals love it. Just take a look at this elephant. Take a look at this monkey, he's clapping for it. In fact, get one for the whole family. They'll all love them. What are you waiting for? Call now and get your child a Swing Wing today.
Ow! Why are you doing that? My apologies. Alright, sorry about that. Anyway, we got some pretty interesting sponsors coming around. I don't know. Ad breaks are a bit different these days. Maybe just a little bit, you know? There will be more ads coming. Okay, that's a threat. That's a promise. So don't worry about that. We'll get there. But till then, we got some Bayonetta to play. Y'all ready for this? I'm still trying to figure out why this is playing into... Hold on. Why are any of you playing into this? Hold on a moment. There we fucking go. There's the problem. Bah, humbug, right? I hate Easter too. No, I don't hate Easter. But anyway, we got some Bayonetta to play. We also got some Halos to spend, so why don't we start with that and see where we end up.
Seriously.
I'm so glad they
Do
kept
I
this
really
song.
need to explain how the damn shop works?
East is fine. East is fine. West is also fine. Let's see what we can get here. So Stiletto is good. Bat Within is, yeah, that's honestly a pretty good move. Ifrit Time, not quite. Heel Stomp. No, I don't care much about Heel Stomp. Breakdance is funny, but we don't need it. Alright, I'll tell you what, we'll get Bat Within just because it's gonna be useful for later. Bat Within is just, you have a small window after you get hit in which you can dodge and still not take the damage. And yes, that is cheating, in case anybody's wondering. But it's also Bayonetta. The game is designed around you being able to cheat, especially Bayonetta 1. Oh my god, Bayonetta 1. Like, if you didn't have Bat Within by the end of the story, you were in some trouble. Punchy McGee. Yep. For a sec, I thought that was something in the, like, the loading screen had, like, somehow ended up with me shooting the thing anyway. Is that Luca? My man.
So, our fates and our paths cross once again.
He's still got the glasses. Aww. Anyway, how's everybody doing today?
Bingo.
They definitely upped the animation some. It feels a lot snappier. I think I mentioned that last stream. Yeah. Nice one, dumbass. Father Gascoigne, yeah. This is what Gascoigne does on his days off. That animation had MGS4 vibes. Yeah, I mean, it's roughly the same time frame. A little later. What a lame sauce. Oh, he's a fucking doofus.
Maid of Nerine, also known as...
My man tries to be cool around Bayonetta. It's not the right move,
The
man.
name Nerine is derived from the Nereids, or sea nymphs. Quite appropriate for this city.
Luca?
Will you quit calling me that?
Other way.
I'm not a pet or a cat. Oh wait, you said Luca. Not used to that. How are you, Bayonetta?
Oh, they're using the song too.
Where I am, you always know how to make an entrance. Nice glasses.
Oh, these? Rodan has a soft spot for Shinshu sake from Japan. It was an easy trade to get him to make these for me. And don't get it twisted, Bayonetta. I'm not stalking you. This time at least. Look, I know you've got nothing but secrets. Hell, that goes for anyone, right?
He's just
If there's one thing
vibing.
I've learned in my line of work, it's when I found you, I found the story.
What on earth are you on about this time?
Don't act dumb with me. You know the story better than anyone. The Umbra Witches and the Lumen Sages, two clans that wielded incredible power just 500 years ago.
It's the fucking story. Here's the recap.
With the eyes of the world, the power to govern light and darkness. But now I know that there really was an overseer. And this overseer is the one who created the eyes of the world for humanity. The same ones that the clans held on to so hard. The overseer was the true creator. The true god of the human realm. The god of chaos.
Where's the gameplay flashback from the first game? This game definitely leans hard into the fact that Bayonetta 1 was like a sleeper hit. They're using a lot of the same music, a lot of the same animation, a lot of the same plot hooks. Not necessarily, not plot hooks. They're using a lot of the same, like a lot of the cutscenes line up almost directly with some of the ones from Bayonetta 1. Yeah, exposition, talk, yeah, just talk it out.
Listen, I heard about John. What the?
Oh shit, alright.
All the nuts. You're a lucky little fella, huh? Never took you for an animal lover, Bayonetta.
What can I say? I took a liking to one of the locals.
So he's your little tour guide, huh? Look, I know this isn't the time to chat. Let me see what I can find out to help you.
Just don't stick
And
your
Cereza is where?
nose in
Cereza's
the
back in,
Don't you worry about
like
trouble
1500s
when I see it.
France,
You just take care
or
of
wherever the
yourself.
fuck they were. But she's also Cereza. According to the first game, Bayonetta, like, Cereza is Bayonetta. Or at least presumably, which leads to this weird bootstrap paradox thing. But we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to say, alright, sure. The game played out, they did it. They did it. They did the thing. Yeah, there was definitely some timey-wimey stuff. It got weird. There was a whole bootstrap paradox issue, but the game played it out and said it was fine, so I'm leaving it. You only deal damage with enemy weapons. Okay, that's fine. Alright. God damn it. Still getting used to this shit again. There we go. Bayonetta is Cereza. No. Her mother is a different thing entirely. We don't know who her mother was, but supposedly Bayonetta took care of her younger self at some point. Yeah, boo! I know, I got a fucking gold. What an asshole. Didn't get it perfect first try. Got a moon pearl, though. I'll take that. But yeah, Bayonetta has a whole, there's a whole bootstrap, yeah, streamer sucks. Unfollow. But yeah, Bayonetta, like, it's a bootstrap paradox issue. You either speedrun 100% in 2 hours, or you're bad. Or you're out. Alright, cool. Hi. OBS crashed when I tried to bring that back the way that I normally would. I literally just tried to hit the move source thing to move this back into place, and it blew up. So yeah. Give me a moment here, because I have to set my chat up again, because that didn't save. I mean for it to actually go out. No, that was not the intention. No, I wasn't honestly leaving. I tried to fix something on my stream, so that's another annoying issue that I used to have and then suddenly didn't have, and now I have it again. So I don't know why that's a problem. But apparently I can't go hide my face cam frame that way anymore. So that's annoying. You'll have to give me a moment here while I set up my chat again. And now I have to edit that together in post before I put it on stream. I hate that. I hate having to put shit together in post. I just want to be able to upload the VOD. No, I was not actually going. I apologize if anybody thought that's what the case was. Pull chat back up. Alright, should be good to go now, I think. Sorry for the delay there, folks. So let's get back into it, I guess. I'm just not gonna be able to hide. I'm not gonna be able to bring it back. Whatever I like, whenever I go to hide that thing, I have to like manually like hit the button to pull it back out. I can't use the hotkey for some reason because the hotkey just breaks it, which is really dumb. But it is what it is. So I don't know what to say. Let's just keep moving. Anyway. Time to get back into the groove with Bayonetta. If I get back into the groove, I mean apparently fight a bunch of weird angels. Third Sphere Archangels and Rapture. Well, that wasn't so bad, huh? Oh no, new angel. Well, time to just demolish it, huh? Oh, he enraged. That's dope. Damn it. I'm trying to pull off a bunch of shit all at once. Oh, he blows up. That's kind of neat. I love things that explode. There we go. Can somebody type in chat? Just to make sure that my chat's actually working. Anyway, yeah, we're good now. It just had a moment. OBS had a moment, and I just gotta be aware of that, I guess, for the moment. Because there's a couple ways around that, but I don't know which way is gonna work the best, I guess. Chat is working, maybe. Yes, chat is working, maybe, but also it didn't save the fucking YTS stuff, so now I've gotta make sure that's working right.
Chat is working, definitely.
Chat is working, definitely, I agree. I agree, talking voice, that I definitely didn't force to say that.
What's wrong?
You got a headache. This is what it's like getting up and realizing you have to go to work. The heart of the cards you get. Yeah, why is that the Millennium Puzzle? That's not right. Something is pissed off at us.
Where did you learn that trick, little one? I've never seen a witch, or a sage for that matter, pull off something like that.
Come on, love.
I like how they still have Bayonetta's
You think I'm just gonna
ridiculous
tell you my
posture.
secrets when I don't even know whose side you're on? All right. It seems I can control the remembrance of time. That's a big deal here.
It seems.
He just goes,
No. I got nothing else to say, love.
The remembrance.
I like how he's just like, I don't know what I'm even doing. I'm not gonna tell you what is gonna happen.
What's that you're looking at?
Right, let's go. I've got a party and I've no intention of being late.
And then he turns back into a squirrel and then sits on her shoulder or something. I don't know. Where's he at? He just doesn't exist. He just stops existing. Anyway, now there's a giant whirlpool here. That's kind of neat. I like how people are probably just like, huh, okay.
We don't ask where the squirrel is.
We don't ask where the squirrel is? Are you sure? He's not anywhere we can see. That only leaves a few options. Again, I'm going to remind everybody, Bayonetta's suit is made of her own hair. So it gets weird. Real fast. I do like the particle effects, though. I think this game just looks gorgeous. Oh, hey. Yeah, we're just not going to deal with you today. Oof. Oh, wait, we can talk? Yeah, no, yeah, mods are special. Sorry, you guys can't talk in the TTS. That is a security issue, more than anything. That's not anything I have against anybody in this chat. I can add people manually to that list. So we can make it not just mods. But you're gonna have to ask me in Discord if you want to use the TTS, alright? Because there's only so many people, yeah, I'm about to say, there's only so many people I can allow on who are not going to say really stupid shit constantly. It is funny to troll occasionally, but we also had that with the Taco Bell sound for a while. Also, hi, Torque. Yes, exactly. That be me. So what, this dude's remembering a better time for this place?
Try to keep up.
Try to keep up. Fucking what?
Slow down, will ya?
Try to keep up, slow down. I like that they thought of both things there. Oh, hey. I gotta say, the game feels way smoother to play. I don't know if they just reduced the hit stun time or what, but it feels way smoother to play than it used to in Bayonetta 1. Rip to that dude. They are also playing Moon River for every single encounter. Or not Moon River, the other song that's from this game that I cannot remember for the life of me. I can't remember the name of it. Oh shit! I thought I had that dodge, but okay. Let me out. There we are. Sorry if I'm getting a little bit quiet during these fights. It's not particularly hard. It's just something that requires a little bit of focus to do well, I guess. You can kind of just button mash your way through on normal. and it'd probably be fine. Also, I like the giant frog demon. That's a good look. I like that. Give me this Muspelheim. I have to actively think not to press the B button because the B button is where the A button is on Xbox controllers, and I'm very used to Xbox button layout. Even though I use Switch controllers, I almost always use them in an Xbox button layout because I'm on PC. Single combo challenge. Ooh, this could get rough. Shit, took too long to get into the combo. I need to learn how to use the gun more. Because the gun continues combos even though it doesn't do a ton of damage. Shit. Oh, cool. Taking damage doesn't immediately end your combo like it did in Bayonetta 1. Doesn't make a ton of sense, admittedly, but it's probably better for it. Although getting beat the shit out of does. Release your inner gunslinger, yep. Gunslinger into Swordmaster, into Royal Guard, into Gunslinger. Again. I need to work on DMC5 combos at some point. I have 100 hours in that game, but it's just like, it is such a slog to grind out shit in that game. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. This game, when I think about, like, spectacle fighters, as much as I love Devil May Cry, and I think that it is still, like, a gigantic, like, it's where you get the idea of a spectacle fighter from, this sort of, like, character action game, whatever you want to call it. It's where you get that sort of thing from. I think that Bayonetta honestly kind of masters it in a way that Devil May Cry doesn't, at least not until 5, and even in those cases, I think that 5, while it's extremely good, I think that Bayonetta definitely manages to still keep its own style. Because you gotta remember, this came out in like 2013, 2012, 2013, something like that. This was miles ahead of Devil May Cry 4 at the time period, which would have been 2009. It's also got a lot of the same themes, which I just find kind of funny. Everything around the mid-late 2000s was just like, what if Angel but bad? Not that it's a bad thing to do that, mind you. It's just very strange that everything decided to go for that at the same time. Because it's definitely a vibe. Received a verse card. Go to Tag Climax to see what it is. They brought a card game. Is it a card game? Each verse card will allow you to play in a new Tag Climax stage. Okay, never mind. It's not a shitty card game. I feel a little better about it now. We'll mess with those later, I guess. Maybe. I don't know, maybe I just beat the game. And stage 3, we're already in Paradiso. God damn.
Don't just walk into Fimbulventer. We're going to have to be creative, love, if we're ever going to make it. Look over there. That's the Cathedral of Cascades. It was used for ritual worship of the mountain. Inside, there's a device that can build a bridge to the heavens. It'll take us halfway up Fimbulventer. An express pass. Right, love?
Seems something finally came to mind, little one. While you're in the remembering mood, you wouldn't happen to know where the entrance to Inferno is up there, would you?
Inferno? You must be in some shit if you're volunteering to go there. Let me put it this way, love. Once we get to the mountain, you'll get your choice of going up or going down.
He's remembering things.
Fimbulventr doesn't let you
Yugi's
just
coming
go.
back out. That's a really awkward
Which way
smile.
will you be going?
Me?
What's the matter, little one? Scared of what comes next?
Shut up! Just get me to the mountain. Little one, get away from me!
What is it with this kid in whirlpools? Oh. He got eaten. Alright, that's it. That's it, folks. Gotta let him go. Rip that dude. They're a very troubled kid, yeah. Definitely a little bit troubled. Getting eaten by an angel, a little bit troublesome. Oh boy, guys, it's a surfing level.
This little one's made me a deal. He's my guide, and he's not done guiding. I think we're going in entirely different directions.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do here unless it's just wait for that interaction to be over.
Pull off the special tricks like Tony Hawk.
Oh yeah, I got you. Let me do a 900 real quick. Woo! Did not dodge. Oh, please tell me that this is gonna be an like fucking ages long battle because I don't have like any moves that deal damage at range. Look out, Ninja Turtles, right? Look out, Battletoads. That's pretty neat. Cool effect you got there. God, this is gonna take fucking forever if that's when I'm gonna have to wait for it. Okay. That's a little better. And now we're inside. I was gonna say, if this fight really just takes this long, I'm gonna be pissed. Because that means this fight is like a 20-minute fight. I wonder if I can just dodge through the buildings like you could in Bayonetta 1. You dodge through like solid rock and shit. It's really funny. The game's just like, oh yeah, you're good, mate. No issues here. Thank God for Bat. I gotta say, this is mildly disorienting. If only because it's hard to tell which way's up. Are we done yet? This is slightly faster, I guess. It's not a ton faster, but it's slightly faster. That was a weird... It sounded like the game was struggling to load there. Oh shit, now we're just on wings. Got it. Oh, there's multiple of you here. At least this looks dope as fuck, like... What if we just put, like, Tony Hawk music over that last section? There we go. I'm digging I really like the environment design here, and the music's good. Yeah, put on the Offspring, the Sum 41, like fucking just go to town on it. Maybe put some Crush 40 on it just to really make sure you're fitting the vibe right. Oh, he's enraged. Oh, when he's enraged, you can't actually get any witch time on him. Or maybe it's just for that combo, I don't know. That was bad. Man, I got hit. I gotta start the game over. I'm impressed at how well this handles. There's no 3D movement here. It's only up and down. Yeah, press A to cowabunga. To chowabunga. Ka-chow. Again, just terrible timing by me. The telegraphs are actually pretty slow. Or rather, they're pretty fast. Sorry, the other way around.
Ka-chowabunga.
Ka-chowabunga. There we go. There's the new channel catchphrase. This is a dope boss fight, actually. I don't mind this. This is actually quite good. Although the game's framing a little bit here compared to the rest of the game. Sometimes it's really smooth. Sometimes it's, ooh. Yo. Okay. Things I probably shouldn't be showing on Twitch, but we're here anyway.
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
Selenia. Look, she's the one with the sword in the house. I can't do anything about it. The sovereign one. Okay.
Oh, and I was wrong about our final destination. Going down.
Yep, because Bayonetta's whole thing is she has to keep feeding angels to demons.
Forgot about that.
She says fuck. She said fuck. Alright, we gotta grab the kid. That was pretty neat.
Performance might make the back page of the classified.
Got more verse cards. We'll do those later, I guess. I want to play video game. I just want to play the story, honestly, because now I'm like... I'm not, like... I don't have a vested interest in this, but I'm, like, vaguely interested, if that makes sense.
What?
Wake the fuck up, chipmunk. Nice job, Luca.
What the fuck was that? Wait, who the fuck are you?
He said fuck.
You're the pervert staring at Bayonetta's tits all the time. You really need to learn how to talk to a lady.
Hey, I am no... Wait, how did...
No time for this, mate. Where's the mountain? Where's Fimbulventer?
Mate, it's right in front of you.
Hey, kid! What the hell was
Why are
that?
you asking this random dude
Kids these days.
who you just knocked out of the sky? Where's the mountain? Stupid fucking question.
So much for a cat always landing on his feet, Cheshire.
Oh shit, he did the thing. I don't know, that particular animation just made me think about the fight against the robot dog in Metal Gear Rising. Just that particular animation made me think about that bit. Actually, you know what? We're going backwards. Always go backwards. Ooh. It just cuts. And then Bayonetta drowned in the end. Turns out she can't swim. Who'da thunk? Turns out you put the witch in water, it kills her. The fuck is this? Egg cannon. It's over, Sonic! I've returned the angels to my side! Okay, I got 2 of those and then fucked up the 3rd one. Goodbye. Every early 2000s game protagonist. Oh shit! Water! It's like more than 3 feet deep! Yeah, the fact that Sonic can't swim has always struck me as odd. I understand why. And it's mostly just because the first game existed, or the first few games existed. But like, man, he can't. He just can't. Oh. I don't think that's what I meant by open, but alright. We can do that. I can't jump this fence, it's 2 feet tall, yeah. It's just, it's all the little stuff. But, like, it doesn't make sense, but it is funny. Oh, we're getting the moonwalk back. Bayonetta can moonwalk, by the way. This is what I mean by moonwalk. I don't mean doing the Michael Jackson thing.
Who the hell put Michael Jackson in the freezer?
I gotta play that now, don't I? Who the hell put Michael Jackson in the freezer? Oh, you know what I gotta do? I gotta mess with the settings for the chat in here. I know what to do now, I just haven't done it. I don't get how this game works, guys. How do I beat him? He's got a shield. It just doesn't make any sense. You know? Like, how are you gonna hit him? He can block things. Just kidding. Alright, who the hell put Michael Jackson in the freezer? Hold on. Gotta pull this fucking video up now. Alright. Game journalists when they review a game. Yeah, don't trust mainstream game journalism. Don't trust professional game journalists for major news sites. It's not worth it. Just, it's not worth it. Alright, let me swap off of this. Who the hell does? Oh, people do. I've met them. It's kind of sad. But they exist. Okay. So what's this gonna come out of? Yeah, I know, Rukix, I know. Alright, let me pull this open in another tab. This should come out of, it might be a little loud actually, I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. But it should, yeah. There we go. Here we go.
Fuck it, I'm hungry, bro. Let's see. I ain't got no food, bro. Yo, who the fuck put Michael Jackson in the freezer?
That's it. That's the whole bit.
Who the fuck put Michael Jackson in the freezer? Yo, who the fuck put Michael Jackson in the freezer?
That's it. It's a good video. It's a good video. Thank you for reminding me that it exists. Put the music back up. Get that Barbie. I don't even remember which Barbie game this is. I think it's one of the like paper doll ones. I watched a really good video recently from a guy actually. Let's take a little break for a sec. I watched a really good video from a guy recently. It's Moon Channel on YouTube. It's just Moon Channel. And he was talking about girls' games. This dude makes really good videos. A lot of his stuff has to do with like legal, legal stuff related to video games. Like why, I think his most recent one was why Mother 3 is never going to get released in the West. But I highly recommend this dude's videos. He makes some really cool shit. This one's the one on why doesn't the industry make good girls games, and honestly, I think that's the video that really clicked with me. The more I looked at it, the more I realized, like, this guy gets why I like video games. This guy has that same motivation of just, like, video games are cool, and more people deserve to have video games that are, like, relevant to them, you know? It's art. It's what it is. It sounds pretentious to some extent, but it's art. But anyway, oop. I dropped the cap. Alright. Well, I'll tell you what, let's keep rolling. Let's keep going here. Let's not get too far sidetracked, although I am gonna need to pull it up again real quick. Alright, back to game. We do need more girl games. We do. We need more good games for different demographics in general. Seems to be a reflection. Yeah, collect it while the remembrance of time is visible. Am I going to be able to run on the outside of that? Yes. Yes, I am. Oh, come on. God damn it, where's the last one? The camera angle is not helping. We need to have more shitty and very simple Flash games that everyone can play. Yeah, but Flash isn't supported anymore, so it's gonna have to be non-Flash. But I agree, like, we do need more of the... We need more just, like, goofy, shitty fucking games. Not every game needs to be photorealistic with, you know, crazy long development cycles and everything with, like, hundreds of people. No, let some dude in his basement make a fucking fun game for everybody. That's kind of why I like Itch.io, despite the fact that you do tend to get some garbage out of there sometimes. Because people do occasionally put a lot of effort into that. Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna walk into the bed. This is just like you're not allowed to use doors level, huh? Slime Rancher is, yeah, Slime Rancher is a girl-friendly game. I would, definitely. I've played a lot of Slime Rancher. It's fun. You get stuff like Slime Rancher. We're getting stuff like, I guess Stardew Valley to some extent. Although I'd argue that's more of just a chill game. But I think that we're getting games that are more, like, vaguely accessible and relatable to girls. If not, like, specifically for girls. I think we're getting a lot more of that sort of thing. And it makes me happy. You know, I think that everybody deserves to have games that they can relate to. Same thing with any other form of media, you know? We live in a society that is so, you know, there's so much media out there that I think that everybody should be able to find something that is for them, you know? And is that always feasible? No, but I think we're at a point now where a lot of the time we can have that happen.
Why do I have to go there?
Why do you have to go there, bud?
My head feels
Keep
like
remembering.
I have to get to
This
that
dude's going
mountain.
through like some PTSD shit. It's like repressed memories.
What was that?
Mate, are you okay? You just said, what was that? You can see what it was. Torque, thank you for the sub. Excellent timing as I'm talking about this shit.
Not the best costume I've ever seen.
But thank you for the sub, Torque. It's
doesn't seem like a
appreciated.
picky type.
You get a little bit of
Just don't get in my way.
a Virgil dance, you know.
So you are going to her party. Quite the popular one, isn't she? Sorry, mate, but I haven't the fucking slightest. Haven't seen her
Me
in
too, dude.
ages. Besides, even if I knew, she and I have a special relationship.
Then this will be all the easier.
Shit.
I was gonna say, I don't know what you expected when you told him. Like, you just say, I don't know. The rule is always just say, I don't know. Don't ever give anybody information on shit, man. Just don't talk to people. It's easy. I knew there'd be one of you bastards back here. Give me the fucking thing. Oh, it's the invincible one. Cool. I'm cool with this. What do you mean I can't jump into the water
Don't
and go
talk
for
to
a
the
swim?
hooded man in white, kids.
Yeah, don't talk to the hooded man in white. Ever. Don't talk to anybody in hoods, actually. At all. It's a bad idea every time. Wow. Gun Climax is so dope. In this game, like, Gun Climax is so good. It was, like, very mediocre in Bayonetta 1. It could be useful, but there was usually better things you could be doing with your time. What is that? Oh, it's the other half of the LP. Give me that. It's funny, because they give you one full LP, and then they might give you another full LP in Bayonetta 1, and then they start giving you, like, pieces of LPs, because they realize that you're just getting weapons too quickly. I think one of the last ones you get is, like, a quarter of an LP or something. Pure Platinum again. We're getting warmed up, kids. Although those are pretty easy fights. Aww. That's cute. I like the little stuff like that. Little details that they didn't have to put in, but they did. Is it just me, or does the town look more and more like the town from Bayonetta 1 now? It feels like we're moving closer to there somehow. Do we need anything from Gates of Hell? Probably not for this fight. We'll go in there after this level. Knock, knock. I think it's exactly the same town. It's not, though. Like, we're well aware it's in a completely different part of the world, but, like, they're just using the same assets. They just updated the assets.
You! What kind of adult picks on little children?
I'm not a child.
Yeah. We see his hair now.
Let me guess. This is one of your assistants, little one?
Nothing comes to mind, love. Sorry.
It's funny because he's simultaneously playing dumb and also probably doesn't remember jack shit.
Trust me, little one. He's not my type.
Yo, that was kind of dope. That's what's his fuck from Final Fantasy 15. He warps to his sword. Also cool. That's some Lumen Sage shit. Yeah, it's Noctis. I couldn't remember. Because I know that they're all Latin words, but I couldn't remember which word it was. Yeah, Noctis, Lucas, Kale. Yeah, yep. They're all Latin. It's all Latin words, for the record. Like, it's not, it's like very simple Latin words too. It's just like, what's, Ignis is just fired. Don't know what to say. Ooh, you got summons too, huh? It's definitely a Square thing. Square has a bunch of very particular naming schemes. I like that Witch Time doesn't last as long either. Something about that's really cool to me. I need to send you a video now? Uh-oh. Send me it. I'll watch it after stream. Oh, we're just turning the whole place to lava now. Now it's the town of Bayonetta 1. You just turned the whole place to lava again for no particularly good reason, other than fuck it, it's kind of cool. That's kind of cool that the summons actually mirror the fight and it's not just like some animation playing in the background. You ripped to everybody in that fucking general area that just watched this dude turn to fucking lava. Dope fucking stage transition. Yeah, this is a big improvement. The fights are definitely a big improvement. I'm enjoying this. Although, the Jean fights are still very good in Bayonetta 1. Of course, now we're flying. They really want to push the whole Bayonetta can fly now thing, huh? I like how it's also the summons, or the angel boss fights from Bayonetta 1. That's kind of neat. Yeah, game's definitely framing a little bit there, but it's fine. It's not dropping below like 20 FPS for the most part, so I think it's good. Oof. It's literally just a boxing match. That was probably the most pathetic looking thing that they could have done there, but I liked it because it was just different. Like, the animations were so awful. Yeah, turn into Snake versus Ocelot, just punching the shit out of each other. Foot versus Spear, who wins, kids? Also, the music here. Peak. I do love Bayonetta's music, just generally. That was a really fun fight, honestly. So you notice that I'm missing some of the verse badges, and that's because you literally have to backtrack in a lot of spots on the stage, or go off to some other weird spot that's like off the beaten path. The game definitely the nice thing about Bayonetta is that even once you've beaten the game, you haven't seen the full game, like not by a long shot. There's still stuff to buy in the shop that you're gonna need to like get halos for, and there's still plenty to explore in the levels, even without going into higher difficulties. Yo, Elder Irish with the raid. What is happening, bud? Hold up, let me pull up my chat, because I can't see fucking anything. Elder Irish, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Vortica. I see you there. KWC, how you doing? Elder Irish, I hope you had a good stream. I didn't catch what you were doing tonight. I don't know what you were doing. Yeah, Pepsi Man. How's everybody doing tonight, though? There you go. Oh, I spilled something on my keyboard. That's not good. Pluto is watching. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're having a good one. Tell you what, let's swap over to face cam for a sec. Hope everybody's having a good night. Hope you had fun, Elder Irish, with your stream. You were playing Skyrim. Gotcha. How'd Alduin go? Did you finish? Did you finish beating Alduin with the fork and knife? I'm guessing that's what you were doing. Unless I just missed something entirely. But regardless, hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're having a good night. I'm Drona. You can call me David or Drona. He hasn't started? Oh. Damn. Thank you for the follow. But I'm David. I go by Drona Online. I stream for fun. It's all casual. We just subbed. Elder Irish with the sub. Thank you very much, man. Playing some Skyrim Knife and Fork. No, not yet. Gotcha. Gotcha, bud. Cheers, man. Thank you for the raid. It's very much appreciated. Today we're playing some Bayonetta 2. This is a fun game. A little bit The visuals can be a little bit risque at times, as well as the conversation. Not necessarily like, you know, anything super awful, but just heads up for everybody. Oh yeah, Vortica, I'm doing great. It was a good day, pretty relaxing. Nothing huge happened. I'm actually gonna check on something for work real quick. I don't like doing this, but I do wanna. Uh-oh. Hold up. That could be not good. Hold on a moment. 4:34 p.m. No, that's clear. We're good. I got that. Something could have been bad for work there, but I think we're in the clear. Cause he would have sent something. Sorry about that, guys. I just saw something from my work phone. I just needed to check. Yeah, I think we're clear. If we're not, I'm in trouble, but we'll deal with it later. We'll deal with it later. I'm not worried about it right now. How's the stream going? Stream's going good, man. Stream's going good. I'm testing out some new stuff with I'm trying a different OBS install. Yeah, everything's great. We're all good. Thank you for the concern. I'm good. I'm doing good. A pretty chill week, not a whole lot going on. I'm trying out a new OBS install. I've been slowly fixing things. I got a couple more fun little things to mess with now, because part of the reason I swapped over to this OBS install is because I was hoping that it would let me use something very particular, and it does. It lets me use VST plugins.
So I can do stuff like this a little bit easier. That's right, I can sound like an old-timey radio voice.
It's really compressed, awful. I can also do it to the actual music, which is very fun. If you guys want to do that, that should be in a channel point rewards right now. And if it's not, we'll fix that in a minute. Yeah, it should be. There we go. But anyway, cheers, guys. Thank you for hanging out for a little bit. And we'll be getting back to the Bayonetta in a sec. Oh, this isn't programming stuff. This is just, like, trying to get everything to actually function. Because there's a lot of things on Linux that just don't quite work. And so this is like an unofficial install. It's an unofficial executable of OBS that somebody set up. But with that being said, let's get back into the game here. I'm actually having a lot of fun with it, but we were in the middle of something. So let's get back in. The energy Loki gave me has helped me realize a new power. Hold left stick in and press ZR twice. Hello? There we go. Oh, that's kind of neat. You can swim. Now Bayonetta can swim. Yeah, Elder Irish first. Elder Irish, he got first. Sort of with the text commands activating the voice thing. Yeah, that's not necessarily... I have a whole framework of stuff that does that for me. I didn't have to program that, necessarily. But it is annoying to set up, for sure. It's fun to have the little text things, though. It's a good time.
Why did you have to go and do that, little one?
Anyway, Elder Irish gets his 2 moments in the sun. By 2 moments, I mean 2 minutes.
Damn it. Wake up!
But,
Enough jokes. Wake up!
oh, he just died. There we go. Me no good with computer. It's okay. Some days I don't feel like it too. Although I did manage to fix an issue with my video editor yesterday, which had been bugging me for ages, where certain things would just make the program crash every time I did it. They are some thick pants. Look at this dude. Alright, tell me that the thing that this dude has on his necklace is not just the Millennium Puzzle from Yu-Gi-Oh! Look at it. When he's not having his arms clip into it. Yeah, the MC Hammer pants, the hoodie. he just looks goofy. I like it. It's a good look, but ugh. The super long basketball shirt sleeves. MC Hammer pants. Yeah, it's Yu-Gi-Oh's fucking Millennium Puzzle. Computer hard, computer very hard. Anybody who thinks that streaming is easy, in a vague sense it kind of is. when you get closer in and actually start like trying to do all the specifics, that's when it gets hard. All right, where the fuck are we going? I'm gonna run around in a circle. City of Water. Entrance to Cathedral is blocked. We'll just have to look for another way to get in. Okay. Can I just jump in the water? Yes, I can. Cool, so now we have a very wildly controlling snake form. Move freely underwater. I just triggered a verse, which means there's going to be some angels somewhere. Ah, that's why these guys exist, because they needed squids for the water. Anyway, anybody who's never seen Bayonetta before, the story's convoluted, the game's kind of campy, so be prepared for some camp. Just saying. But that being said, the game's super fun. Thanks for the follow. Follows are anonymous. You were welcome to call them out yourself, but I'm not going to call them out because I can't see them. And that is intentional. So that lurkers can just have a thank you for the follow without having to worry about it. But cheers, guys. The snake form moves so erratically. Yeah, it's a snake, so I get it, but it's kind of annoying. But you can dash with B. I tried to hit A instead of B, because Lamau. But anyway, anybody who's never seen Bayonetta before, it's a character action game a la Devil May Cry, the original God of War games, that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm a snake. Psst. Just sort of... but it's very much based around just being as stylish as possible. That's the whole point of the game. And that's great. I love that a lot. Can you just spam dash? Yeah, you can. There's no, like, consequence for that. Why does analog stick control his upwards and downwards momentum so fast? Like, it's kind of weird. This is a little awkward. I can't even just say, oh, water level, haha. Because the game had a water level before this, to some extent. I wish off-camera enemies didn't try to hit you. That's just me complaining about something that Devil May Cry invented, though. There we go. But yeah, whole point of the game is beat the shit out of everything and be stylish while doing it. Yeah, use that fucking Seaman emote. Cheers, Elder. And thank you everybody who's been subscribing tonight. It really does mean a lot. It is not required at all. It really only subscribe if you want the emotes, okay? I'm not hurting for money. And if you really want to support me in another way, I'd rather not have Twitch get the cut if I'm being honest. Not because I'm greedy, because I don't like Amazon at all. And also Twitch is a bunch of greedy assholes. But yeah, again, I appreciate everybody subscribing tonight. Also, subscribe if you want to see Virgil dance for you, because that's really why we're here, isn't it? I'm digging the music. I really love this game's music. It just feels good. Bird. No, give me the bird. You hate the ads, that's why I sub. That's another good reason, actually. Speaking of ads, actually, you know what? I got a couple ads that we can run right now. Why don't we go ahead and run some ads as soon as I take care of this thing? Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in the shop here and grab a couple items, and then we can show some ads, alright? Go ahead and, the music is pretty great. Yeah, it's very vibrant. Vibrant's the wrong word for it. Dramatic? Alright. We'll run some ads in a moment here. Alright, so we'll see you guys in about, I don't know, a minute and a half, 2 minutes, something like that.
Finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right?
Respect the pouch! Respect it!
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to present to you a toy so spectacular you'll never want to leave home without it. A toy so stupendous that it will give your kid a concussion guaranteed. In fact, it says so on the Wikipedia page. Why, the Swing Wing is such a joy to entertain with that even animals love it. Just take a look at this elephant. Take a look at this monkey. He's clapping for it. In fact, get one for the whole family. They'll all love them. What are you waiting for? Call now and get your child a Swing Wing today.
Hey there, kids, it's fucking Mario, definitely not Wario in a fucking baseball cap. Hey there, kids, it's Mario here to tell you drugs are not the enemy. It's birds. Alright, look at this real life footage of real talking birds. Hey, watch this. Look at these smug bastards. You fucking ringing my doorbell on my day off. I mean, this guy's doorbell on his day off. Walk into the glass, most embarrassing shit this guy's ever done. Thank God I had that Windex laying around. This isn't a Windex commercial, but you know what? Go get some Windex while you're at it, kids. Alright, this is your pal Mario coming in. Alright, asking you to take care of birds for me, alright? And if you want to save the day, go ahead and buy some drugs from your local human, alright? Just remember, talk to your priest, your rabbi, your minister. They'll know where to get your drugs from, alright? Remember, kids, if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die, but if you talk to birds, you're already in hell.
Man, these ads just keep getting weirder, don't they? Fucking wild. Anyway, there were some production issues with those, but you know what? We got them working. And that's all I was hoping for. So, we're back with some Bayonetta. What did you guys miss? You missed me walking into the shop and getting a new weapon. So good. Thank you guys. Thank you. Admittedly, I think the Wario one went on a bit too long. I think I need to mess with that a little bit. Okay, what are these? 2 flamethrowers. Flamethrowers. I love Bayonetta, man. This series is so stupid. Alright, so I should just be able to equip Undine. Can I equip it on both? Oh, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, okay. Never mind. Throw those flames. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. This one's just gonna be the ridiculous. This one's gonna be normal Bayonetta with guns on her feet. This one's gonna be Bayonetta with flamethrowers on her feet and swords in her hands, and still going to somehow function. It'll be great. It'll be a great time. What do we got here? Which is recipes. Oh, okay. That's just to remember how to make the things. Yeah, get that Tarzan emote in. I got a few more of these that I'm working on, and I'm probably going to re-render some of the old ones because I need to work on some of them. But until that time comes, yeah, you can just shoot flames. The spread on the flamethrowers is a little bit absurd, and I kind of love it. This is like in Bayonetta 1 where they just give you rocket launchers to put on your feet, and it's broken. Because there's an exploit where you can spam the rocket launchers way faster than you're supposed to be able to. And it just lets you, like, absolutely obliterate everything in the game. Feel strange energy similar to Loki's pulsing through that. It seems to be some kind of device. I'll try to get it up and running. Ah, okay. It's the stripper pole spin. Understood. They don't use this very often, but every once in a while it just catches me off guard with how silly the usage is. Alright, well we got a bridge all the way up the mountain now. Demon? Is that what demons look like? That doesn't look like a demon. It looks like a robot. Pain. Oh, I know that one, bud.
An infernal? They don't look like your kind of normal attention. A friend, love?
I think my friends and I might have had a falling out. Why would infernals be after me?
Something's up. The balance of powers that keep things in check don't feel right, does it?
Good to know some of you are keeping your part of the contract. Let's do this.
The fist bump. I love that so much. Anyway, anybody who's never seen Bayonetta combat, it probably looks kind of silly. It kind of is. Point is that you can kind of just go. If you're very smooth at this game, the secret to this game is you actually don't want to button mash. And that's true of most action platformer, or most good action games, I would argue. However, Bayonetta and Devil May Cry in particular excel at it because, basically, Bayonetta's entire system, you can dodge in the middle of a combo. Like, if you hold down the button that you were using for attacking and just dodge in the middle of the combo, you can keep that combo going later on, which is like one of the big features of Bayonetta's combat. So if you know what you're doing and you stick with your combos and you just watch for when to actually dodge the attacks, you can do some really dope combos. And also, like I said, it gets a tad bit risque. They tend to keep the shots... They don't tend to have them linger very long, but they do exist. So, anybody who's not into that, apologies. It's just that kind of game. There is an in-lore reason, though. Which makes it way funnier, admittedly. By the way, you can just pick these up and use them as weapons. Thankfully, they shrink down a little bit. But, up we go, I guess. Snake, go up. That's why you're here, for the cheddar. I'm still happy that emote exists, still. It's one of my favorites, just the stupid cheddar. I had that as a... I had that whole bit from a Goofy movie as a... as a... I think it was it subscriber? I think it might have been my bit notification for a while. It was just the Cheddar Wizzy! Just him yelling it as loud as possible. Anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about thinks I'm fucking insane right now, but... Also, this game just feels good to play, and it looks... What I really do like about it... Also, I'll go quiet a lot during the fights, just because it can be hard to focus on talking and also doing well in the fights. One of the things I really do love about this game is just... The fights look good when you perform, like, when you do well. It doesn't, like, when you're performing, not necessarily optimally, but, like, when you're doing well in a fight...
But you're right. This is it.
Like, the fight looks fun. It looks cool. you know? Well, for most of them. Some of the boss fights in Bayonetta 1 didn't instill much of a sense of awe for the most part. But there were some, there's definitely some good moments.
I spent 500 years not knowing who I was. I only found out the truth recently.
You too? Listen, I don't remember a thing. Nothing. I don't even know why I'm so damn sure I need to go to that mountain. But I know I have to. It's all I know. Does that make any sense?
Come now.
Yeah, dude, fuck it.
Can't let the girls know you've got a heart.
It's not like that.
If that's all you know, that's all the sense you need. Just believe. That's what
You gotta believe.
Bayonetta.
Are we done? I want to go this way. Not yet. I want to look through here because I know that there's some shit back here. They made that thing knowing that her long hair would clip through constantly. Don't let your dreams be dreams. No, this is not a normal weapon that you would have. I can just get rid of that shit. But yeah, it's not even her hair. It's like part of her outfit. It's like the sleeves. I don't know what you would even call this. Because her hair would have clipped through in the first game, but they changed her haircut so she's wearing a much shorter haircut in 2. She still had the ridiculous posture, though. Look at this. Look at this fucking stance. Look at this stance. Look at her just, like, her back. I don't understand why her back is like that. Yeah, she uses her hair to conjure clothing for herself. Yeah. It's not technically... Yeah. The lore for Bayonetta is that she uses her hair to both be clothing, but it's also how she summons all the demon arms and shit. Which is why when she's doing really powerful stuff, most of her body is just completely naked. It's an in-lore reason, but it's not a great one. That being said, I think it's fine. It works, and they don't make a huge deal out of it for the most part. It's just a thing that happens, and then everybody feels vaguely uncomfortable. It's so deep, yeah. Defeat all enemies within the given time limit. Okay, so this is not hard. I probably have like 1. No, I have 4. Okay, I have 4 hit points. Okay, that was my bad, but I've never seen that enemy before, so I'll use that as a defense there. Oh, did I miss the time limit? Okay. Oh, it just works. No need to question it. It just works. That is, in fact, how it happens. It's really funny to me knowing that I could walk into Bethesda's offices. Because Bethesda, they're not in Bethesda anymore, mind you, but they used to be located out of Bethesda. That's not very far from me. That's like an hour drive. I could drive down to the ZeniMax and Bethesda offices, like, right fucking now. I know people who work there. Like... You went into the ground too long, you fucking asshole. It still worked. It just works. I didn't think that I was going to be able to finish there. But, we did it. Anyway, you want to see how ridiculous this game looks? There you go. You look like a fucking mecha. Anyway, all these are optional things. Whoops, got distracted. No worries, bud. Welcome back. But yeah, I don't know. I really like this game. I don't tend to play it super often because at some point, the combat does tend to, like, grate. But it's not because I think that the combat's... It's not because I think the combat's bad or controls bad or anything. It's just because some of the enemy encounters in Bayonetta 1. So if this feels a little smoother... I've never played through Bayonetta 2 before. But if this feels a little smoother, then I think we'll be... I think I'll be playing this game more often, possibly. One sec, folks.
You again?
Oh, hey, mouthy brat kid.
You'll have to give me a minute, folks. Be right back. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Had a little bit of problem. My mom was having an issue with the printer. Our like 15-year-old business laser printer that doesn't have drivers that work on anything anymore. Literally, it's a Dell printer. Dell doesn't support the drivers for it anymore. It supports like every other model, even before or after, like before or after it. Does not support that model of printer. So I shoved it into the corner of the room that we keep the modem in. 15 years old, I know. It's a giant brick. It's like this fucking big, okay? I can't express, like, it's big. It's like a printer copy. It's like a business like printer. But like it doesn't work. It's, yeah, the HP printer. Well, I mean, printers are kind of designed to not last usually, except for in business settings, where even then they're usually designed to not last past a few years. But it works fine. It's just I tried hooking it up to the router, the modem router that we have, and I couldn't get it to print stuff off of my computer fine because literally none of the drivers work. None of the drivers work for it. So I kind of had to like. So it was just sitting in the corner, and my mom was complaining because the photocopier had some stuff under the printer, under the photocopier glass. And obviously I can't get it off. I can't take the glass off, at least not at the moment. She was just complaining because it was like dark and shoved in the corner, and she was just complaining. The brother one, yeah, brother printers are okay. I'm gonna probably get us a new printer at some point soon, because I want one. I want a printer that's not crap. I'm kind of tired of having one that is not great because I literally can't even use it on here. So we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, that's enough of that. Back to Bayonetta. Sorry for the interruption, but we're here.
So, I see you're acquainted.
How did you get here?
I'm the great Luka. I didn't go through all these ridiculous ordeals to just randomly show up in opportune places, you know.
See? Risking everything for nothing. Told you I knew someone just like that. So, what are you after this time?
Oh, loads of stuff. For instance, I found this really great place for seafood. They do an amazing sardine meuniere. But more
This is me when I go other places.
investigating an old Noah Toon story known as The Legend of Aesir.
The Legend of Aesir?
Uh-oh.
And this fairy tale
He's
is...
getting a headache again.
Actually, this might have something to do with you, Bayonetta.
You don't say.
The Legend of Aesir. A legend
Here we
from
go.
the dawn of time. Nobody knows where the world came from.
More recap. That's John Lennon.
Caused the Trinity of realities to be split
Yeah, that's
into
John
three
Lennon. He's gonna do this funny walk
light,
towards the screen.
Darkness and chaos. Obviously, our world was the one born from chaos. The three worlds all needed rulers. Most of all, ours. And the
Yeah,
one
there
who
you go,
ruled the
Elder Irish.
chaos
Yep,
became
bring on
known
the
as
Lennons.
Aesir. Aesir spent the first eternity quietly looking upon the earth from his holy mountain, where we only see reality and make it match our rules of the world. Aesir saw through reality, and those visions became our world. These observations became Aesir's power. Aesir's eyes were truly the eyes that created the world. However, Aesir pitied the humans for their naivete and lack of free will, so the power he wielded was split into two equal halves and entrusted each to humanity's instincts, the right eye of light and the left eye of darkness. By dividing the power of the eyes of Aesir, humans gained free will. They could now choose. With control of the eyes of the world, the eyes that determine destiny, humans could choose their own paths. They awoke to their own identities. Man is but a reed, the most feeble thing in nature, but now we were thinking reeds, and we took our first big step towards grand prosperity. The inheritors of the eyes of Aesir had been granted the power of creation.
The eyes.
This game gets a lot of recap and a lot of exposition. But it's strange because it's only in certain specific spots. Everywhere else in the game, yeah, it's cool storytelling imagery. The game itself, I think that it does it justice because, you know, you get these giant, constant, crazy battles going on with very little, else going on. And then suddenly you get these, like, 10-minute long exposition sequences.
Do the natural disasters that are occurring right now have something to do with the loss of the right eye? And what will happen to our planet? Those are the truths I'm after. And the truth will always be the truth. So if the truth is here, then so am I. And I think the key to that truth is that mountain, Fimbulventer.
How do you find these things?
I've done my homework. Would you expect anything less from the marvelous, magnificent, magnanimous Luca?
It's okay, that one was warranted. Alright, back to fighting angels.
Get on.
That was just shittily done from me. Alright, no more. I love that you can just float up in the air for ages. Something about that's just funny to me. Ah, yes, shoot fire through the water orb. That works.
Is that all you've got?
Flamethrower. I just wanted to kill him with the flamethrower. But yeah, I agree. The story is, like, it's a little camp, sure. It's ridiculous, like, levels of, like, stake, but I think it's fun. You know? Where are you at? There you're at. Just run in a circle repeatedly. Oh, back on this dude.
Shit! We're not going to make it.
Squirrel. I don't know, a flying squirrel is such a weird thing to have him turn into, but I guess it makes sense. Why is the Millennium Puzzle running around, like, flying around his neck like that? Oh shit, you actually gotta control him.
He's chasing us down. Crap! Nothing's working.
I didn't expect this sequence, not gonna lie, but it's not bad. Run away! Yeah, sure, that was easy, kid.
If I can just do something about that.
I like that his entire ability is just restore things to their past state. because that's just a really cool thing to be able to do, honestly. And Bayonetta messes with time so much anyway. Alright, back to Bayonetta. Ouch. I always time that wrong. You would think the flamethrowers would do more damage against this dude, but I guess there's just not any sort of like elemental damage here, which is fine. That was a pretty finish. You love to see it. What the squirrel doing? Oh, okay. He just kind of knocks himself off the fucking mountain. That works.
Right. Let's go.
I'm still online. Yes, hi Bard. Although I did go offline for a little bit because my OBS crashed. And I know vaguely why, but I don't know exactly why. It's something I have to fix.
That performance might make the back page of the classified.
Bard, hope you're still doing alright. But yeah, we're vibing for a little bit. We still got a while yet. 9:21. I'll get through a couple more levels of this. I don't know exactly how long this game is. We're at chapter 6. So we're not that far in yet. Doing it's okay. Take some time, hang out.
Another LP. No rest for the wicked. Even if I am Johnny.
You guys can watch this one.
Demon. But no need to pity me. I was bored anyways. Be right back.
Being around my parents is draining as fuck. I get tired of wearing a mask. Yeah, I understand.
Been looking for a workout like
I'll
this
take some
for
time to relax a little bit. I totally understand. Here, you want to listen to the controller on the table? That's fun, right? Love being around my bro and his wife and his little baby. Aw, that's good. I'm glad you got something to cheer you up a little bit.
Crawl down to a deep circle to get this bad boy. I think he'll do great.
What do we got? Chernabog. Ooh, weird ass scythe thingy. Let's go. What moves do we still have to get? Charge Bullet's not very good. We'll get Crow Within, and then next time we'll just get Umbrant Spear, which is the more important version of Crow Within, or the more important part of Crow Within, rather. But yeah, so the whole thing with this game's weapons is that you get one copy of it, and then you can buy another copy of it. Which lets you use the copy on both your hands and your feet. Which is honestly really cool. I like it a lot. Because having flamethrowers on your hands and feet is just way too funny to say no to. Let's be real. Alright, let me change over our setup here. Why don't we have a little bit of fun with these new weapons here? Yeah, it's a big scythe. I'm always a fan of big scythes. You can only equip it to hands, so I guess we're equipping it here. I hit the wrong buttons, because again, used to Xbox controllers still. That's a big scythe. You love to see it. Let's just make it a giant whirling mess of blades, because that's fun to me. And we're gonna put flamethrowers on our hands, because honestly, look at this fucking stance. In case any of y'all want to know what Bayonetta is about, it's basically just this. It's about just absolutely ridiculous nonsense. How's this thing work? Got a charge effect? No, you just fire off a shotgun after you deal that. That's dope. Wouldn't have it any other way. Yep, this is what Bayonetta's about. Sheer fucking, like, look at this bullshit. Oh. Never mind, triggered a cutscene. Oh, you just broke the bridge. Alright, cool. I like that his shield has the face on it and it just smiled at us. Big sword. Alright.
Saying that's just going to make me take him there. After I've taken care of my business, of course.
Why does she, like, get more naked the fight gets? Alright, let me explain this again. So, the lore for Bayonetta, she's a witch, she summons demons, and she has a pact with them where she has to kill angels and, sacrifice them to the demon, or she has to defeat angels and sacrifice them to the demons, in order to stay not in hell. That's the whole deal. And the way that she summons the demons is with her hair, which is why when she's doing really crazy shit, she gets more naked. And then the other bit of the lore is that her hair is for some reason also her leotard, and that's just a fucking, that's whatever. There's actual lore that's like, sure, you use your hair to summon demons, and then there's just, by the way, she just doesn't wear other clothes for some other reason. It's very silly and camp, but like, I can't even, here's the thing, I can't even call it like, oh, we were just looking to sexualize somebody, because the character was literally, and I'm gonna sound like a fucking dude bro for this one, but like, the character was made by a woman who really wanted to have that be an empowering part of her design. So I can't really like be super mad at it, but it definitely feels weird playing it on stream, I'll tell you that much. This dude's got a fucking surfboard? What? I want that. His shield's a fucking surfboard. That's dope. I love the character design in this. Like, all the enemy designs are so fucking cool in this game. Not mad, just curious. Yeah, no, I'm not, I didn't figure you were, but it's still, like, silly. Oh, we're just going in the water now. I kind of like having the giant, like, swirling mass of blades. Sun Dude has a fun design. Yeah, the shield is his face. He doesn't have a fucking, he just doesn't have, like, an actual, like, head. His shield is his fucking face. Also, all the angels have, like, these porcelain, like, masks and shit on them, and then underneath it's the most horrific shit you've ever seen. For some reason, I thought he had a head and a shield. No. It's just his face on the shield, which I like. I like weird designs like this. Oh, I missed the climax. Shit. Alright. Surprise. He's a half happy shield. Yeah. That's the green giant, you know. He used to be a lot more, but, you know, time gets to everybody. My man just cut open time and space. Alright, well, we were going up, now we're not going up. So, that's pretty neat. Hey, that's a gold! I think it's the first gold I've gotten. We're getting better, kids. Especially considering I'm going into all these levels blind, I'm very happy with the gold. The Ark. We're going to the Space Colony Ark. No.
Another failure. These pawns can no longer serve my purposes. Power must be held in my own hands to truly be attained.
Astral projection.
Who the hell was that?
Luca stumbling across the plot as usual.
Shit! Why am I the only one sucking the drink? Where are we?
Further from the mountain than we started, that's for sure.
I feel like I've seen this place before. At last, you stand before me without escape. This is not your
Gotta say, I'm glad you're still streaming. It's been a day. Hey, you're welcome to hang around, Bard. Thank you for coming back. Anybody who's here who's had a shit fucking day, I'll be on for a little while yet. I'm at least finishing up this next level, alright? So take care of yourselves. But, I'll be around, okay?
Little one, are you all right?
Grab some food, grab something to drink, and chill out for a little bit.
I'm fine, love. Now I'm sure I've seen this room before. If you're still trying to go to hell, Bayonetta, I might know the shortcut.
Oh?
I'm remembering. What
I remember now. I haven't said it, but I've had a kind of fucked up day too. Started getting fucked up with a bit of family news. Yeah, I understand. No need to talk about it. If you want to talk about it, feel free to, but no need to talk about it. Why I love streamers. Yeah, streamers are fucking... It's nice to just have a place to vibe. Completely disconnected from all the shit that's happening in your life, but you can still interact with everybody in real time. You know, it's nice. It's good. It's part of the reason why I like streaming. It's part of the reason why I like streamers in general. It's just nice to have something else there. Insidious. Consumer of all, and we're gonna kill it in like 5 seconds.
You were right about the shortcut, but I think they've sent a welcoming party.
Alright. Well, as it turns out, you can just kind of spam this thing at people, and it just works, really. This is a cool little design, especially considering this is, like, literally just an eyeball on it. It's not even, like, the full thing. Oh, we got the punish? Hell yeah. Alright, let's beat this weird manta ray. Ooh. Okay, that was a bad dodge on my part. I like being just the giant, like, mess of blades, though. This is, like, my favorite kind of thing to play. Just, like, giant, like, completely, like, it feels like you shouldn't be able to mess with it. It feels like it shouldn't be, like, a tenable method of playing. But there's just a silly amount of, like, weapons on you at all times. Armed to the teeth. Okay, I mistimed that. I'll give you that one. This is a pretty dope song, too. Yeah, I keep mistiming that. That's all on me. Oh, I like broke his eye. I broke it. Tell you what, why don't we swap over to the guns again? See how that goes. Guns are like one of my least favorite weapons in like anything, and it's kind of sad. Because like guns are so like prevalent and everything, obviously, because it's just a modern weapon of choice. But like guns are like one of my least favorite things in most games. Bayonetta guns are actually an exception to that. Bayonetta guns are pretty dope. Oh, the eyeball has like its own like mouth. That's weird. You want to talk about some ornate designs? There you go. Prefer fisticuffs? Yeah, I like beating the shit out of things. I like punching things, I like blades, I'm down for especially like non-traditional weapons and shit. Those are my vibe. Alright, here we go. Just bop it in the jaw. Ooh. No more eyeball allowed. Ugh. I have a thing for eyes and not liking to see things with eyes. I don't like seeing stuff happen to eyes, so this is a little awkward. Games that let you do hand-to-hand stuff, yes. Hand-to-hand, like good hand-to-hand combat is very fun. We just got two bosses back-to-back, I just realized that. I'm okay with this. This is acceptable. Uh-oh. Wake the fuck up.
Little one, where are you?
I don't know, man. This cave looks a little fleshy. Also, we gotta do the thing. We gotta go check back at the beginning. Nah, I think we're good. This game does, and I talk about it a lot, but like this game does do a really good job of like rewarding you for exploring an orb. Okay, this is a reference to Devil May Cry. Just I wasn't expecting it to just give us orbs, because orbs they just give you halos. That's really funny. I wasn't expecting that. This is just a straight up reference to DMC3 at this point. Very good. Bayonetta wakes up in different places of the game. Yeah, that kind of seems to be the running theme for the moment. Because, for anybody who doesn't know, Platinum Games is composed of a bunch of people who worked on the original Devil May Cry. The director in particular was the director of the original Devil May Cry. And Hideki Kamiya is, not gonna lie, a kind of xenophobic asshole. But, like, he did direct a pretty impressive game. And he directed Bayonetta 1 as well, and 2, and 3. So it's just kind of funny that he would just like, yeah, I'm gonna put orbs in the game. Not gonna lie, that looks dope. Holder of enmity. That really is just another way of saying you hate something, but alright. I'll let you have it, because this design's pretty fucking cool. This is my vibe. I got a scythe too, boy. Come on. The orbs get me. They really went out of their way to make an entire other collectible just for the orb joke. Aw. Little heart shape. You just gotta beat it with love, man. This weapon makes me think of something else, but I can't think of what it is right now. Maybe it's just like I'm thinking of like really long like barrel guns or something I've thought of. Off to bed? Alright, Elder Irish, take care of yourself, man. Cheers for stopping by, thank you for the raid. Got a platinum off of that. I'll take it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Give me that Muspelheim. See if we can do it. See, when I was playing Bayonetta 1 the first time, I just kind of ignored the Alfheims, which were basically the same thing as this, just little challenge rooms that get you extra rewards. And it meant that I was kind of underpowered by the time I got into hard mode. It meant I learned how to play the game very well, very quickly, but you only deal damage during which time? Okay, so I don't want to be using that. Come on, get up. I wish I could taunt. I probably can taunt, I just don't know the button. Love that he just kept spinning. Anyway, those don't do anything. Alright, I gotta wait. Come on, which time? I can do this. It ain't taunting, but it's close. That's what you like to see. Yeah, when you play this game well, it just looks pretty. You know, it automatically lends itself to looking really cool. And that's what I like about it, I think. Got a platinum on it, too. Not pure platinum, but platinum. So we'll take it. Alright, and down we go. But yeah, I don't know. I think that action games like this are a really good example of, like, you don't need, like, giant open world design to have a good game. I think a lot of people shove open world in game... They shove open world concepts in games that they don't need to go in, necessarily. Oh, that's mean.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were the most persistent stalker I've met yet.
That's pretty cool looking. At least they made the rival cool. But yeah, I feel like a lot of games just tend to shove open world concepts in places they don't need to be, in games they don't need to be. Sometimes you can do some cool stuff with it for sure, but I feel like a lot of people just shove it in there because, like, you know, open world is the big thing in games.
Actually, it is.
Alright, Rival Fight 2, let's fucking go. This one's gonna take a bit to get used to. Oh shit. That's a lot of blood. Then again, this thing was pretty fucking big. Alright, this thing's too fucking slow, we're swapping. Did we just, like, parry each other? Is that what happened? Missed that timing. It almost sounds like the dude's wearing, like, they recorded the audio almost like the dude's wearing a mask in here. I can't tell if that's intentional or if it was just bad audio recording, but I think it works. This is dope. I'm digging this. Just fucking cool. Now we're gonna have another summon fight? Yeah. A little bit formulaic, but I think it works for this particular case. I didn't dodge that in time because I didn't recognize what it was. Uh-oh. Not the missiles! That's like some PTSD shit from the first game. Fuck. I'm digging how fucking detailed they were on this fight. This is one of those fights that's gonna get me, like, amped up later on. Not because, like, the fight itself is good, but because of how much effort they put into the fucking design of this fight. This is fucking intense, man. Fuck. Alright, I'm dead. Unless... No, I'm dead. Definitely dead. Not dead. Alright. Guys, do I use the fucking healing item or not? Do I use the healing item or not? Yes, no? Because I'm gonna unpause and immediately eat shit here. Follow your heart? Alright. I'm gonna use it. I feel bad. You know what? No. If I gotta do this fight again, I'm not even mad about doing this fight again. Never mind. There we go. Alright, now watch me fail a quick time cutscene. This game's also... Bayonetta 1 is a really fun game that also happens to be one of the most annoying QuickTime... has some of the most annoying QuickTime events I've ever seen in anything ever. They instant kill you, and they're almost unreactable if you don't know they're coming. If you're not paying intimate attention to the scene itself as it's happening. Like, you're not gonna react to it. It's quite annoying. Anyway. That's enough of that. That's enough of me complaining about Bayonetta 1. Game's super fun still. I highly recommend playing it, but just go into it knowing you're gonna die a bunch. Uh-oh, he's got blue eyes. He's got a blue eyes white dragon. Uh-oh. For a sec, that looked like a cutscene fail from Bayonetta 1, and I was like, I did not just lose that entire mess due to a stupid cutscene QTE, right? That would have been bullshit, but it would have been right up Bayonetta 1's alley. No, this game's been a lot more fair so far. That was super fun as a fight. I'm not gonna sit and rant about it forever, but, like, that was fucking dope. Okay? I can't express how cool that fight was. Every single thing I did, there was a reaction to it. I start shooting bullets, he turns into wolf form. I start trying to attack him, he's gonna counter. If I counter that, he's countering that. There's just constant back and forth, and it actually feels good. Like, there's not like a way to just completely obliterate the AI. Or, you know, just keep mashing the attack button and you win there. It actually felt really good. Although I am going to get carpal tunnel from this game from pulling the right trigger too many times. But I was already on the way to that, so, you know. What's 3 months less?
This is... Welcome to hell, love. Too late to repent.
These are the gates.
Whatever your
Interesting
friend is
design.
on the other side of these. Let's just say she's not having a good day.
No, she isn't, little one. But she'd still be alive if she hadn't wasted her life saving mine.
Huh? Well, she doesn't seem like such a bad friend after all. Fimbulventer can wait for now. I'm opening the gate.
Well, thank you.
Oh, I can't just leave you at a shuttered gate after your sob story, love. Besides, who's gonna save you if our stalker decides to show up again? All right, let's do this.
Thank you, Yugi.
Try to keep up.
Grab book. Actually, try to keep up. Nah, bud, I'm good. What's up here? Is there something up here? No, for once. But they let you come up here, which is surprising, because usually when they don't have anything up here, they'll just block it off. Check.
Forget you, love. I'll just go on my own.
Yeah, thank you, new Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Tag. His name's Loki, which could also be a Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Tag, let's be real. That's a design. Agreed. It'd be like the new rival. Yeah, I could see that. Alright, shoot a fireball at me. Shoot a fireball at me. No. Damn. We didn't get the instant fireball. That was like the classic one in Bayonetta 1. They always had something shoot like a giant projectile at you at like frame 1 of when the animation stopped. Yeah, darn. We got the orbs. And then she uses the same heart shot every single time she opens one of these seals. Pure platinum, let's go. I like this dude's power. He just puts things back as they were. Oh, it's fucking Josuke from JoJo's. Josuke's power is literally just to, like, anything that he touches, he can put it back together. So a lot of the time it just results in him punching something very hard and then suddenly having it reform back into its, like, healed state. Like, he's a healer, but in the weirdest way possible. Hey, he gets a double jump too. Neat. Gotta get all the orbs, man. Never watched JoJo. Is it similar in campiness level to this? Yes. Yes, 100%. Probably a little bit past this, admittedly. Because this game's just... like, JoJo's is such a... It's bizarre. Because there's so many different parts. It's not just one part being like that. Also, goodbye to that dude. Ow. The targeting system's pretty robust, I'll give you that. I'll talk more about JoJo in a sec. Might have to read it now. 100% read it. Read it or watch the show. The show's probably a little bit more ridiculous. Not because it covers anything different than the manga, just because having stuff like that voice acted is fucking nuts. Yeah, I 100% recommend JoJo if you're looking for something campy to watch. So what I'll say... Actually, you know what? I'll pop... we'll talk about JoJo for a sec. So the big thing with JoJo is that it's... It's a good way of putting it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Holy shit. So the thing with JoJo is that, like, each part is different. Like, just straight up. You gotta remember, Araki wrote... part 1 in like the mid 80s, so you're gonna get a lot of the like ultra masculine heavy line style that you'll typically see in like 80s manga and anime, like very, very heavy square lines on everything. And obviously everything is sort of hyper masculine in terms of like the story and that as well. Part 2 is more of the same. I would argue part 2 is probably just a better version of part 1. Not to say you shouldn't read part 1 because it's relatively short. Yeah, the steroidish style, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Part 2 is honestly just incredible as a thing. It's probably one of my favorites. It's basically part 1 on steroids, which part 1 was already on steroids. And then part 3 sort of branches off into its own thing. Each part, point being, is that it goes into its own style, both animation and like style, like actually like drawing wise, and the way the writing works. Because parts 1 and 2 have a consistent plot. where you have a couple of main villains and occasionally somebody shows up, but typically they'll be there for, several volumes or chapters. With part 3 onward, it sort of moves on to a Monster of the Week format, and they change the power system. It's a lot of back and forth, but overall, I think that it tends to keep that same, like, crazy campiness, ridiculousness to it. And also, they keep referencing... Araki just uses every name as a means to talk about his favorite Western bands, so that's always fun, because I recognize a lot of them. JoJo does have a plot before part 3. No, I think JoJo has a pretty decent amount of plot. It doesn't go super heavy into it, but it doesn't have to. It's a shonen battle anime. It's about fighting. But yes, sometimes JoJo has a plot. There's no energy. It doesn't seem like it's going to do anything as it is now.
Just remembered.
Okay, that was a bit silly. Just my head. Okay, got it. Oh, not the cube. Guys, it's the cube from fucking Bayonetta 1 again. Okay, it's not making itself into hands and shit at least. Ow! Please stop spinning in circles. This is a very different moveset from the one. Nope, I stand corrected. It's just gonna transform into a bunch of random shit now. Ouch. Sounds really fun. It's a super fun show. It's super fun show, super fun read. Just go into it knowing it's going to be ridiculous nonsense, and that's okay. Don't take it too seriously. And also, maybe avoid the fan base. The fan base is, It's not that bad. The fan base isn't, like, horrible or anything, but, it definitely has its moments. Oh, for a second I thought I saw a crow. Thought I saw Russell Crowe. Okay, I guess we gotta go find what's fuck. Did I see a bird? Bird! Give me bird. Bird up. I think they just unlocked, like, pretty sure the birds just unlocked, like, concept art like they did in Bayonetta 1, but I actually didn't read what they did, so who knows.
Being a demon lets me read minds. You're thinking, shut up and take my halos. Let's do it.
He knows. He knows. Let me see. Giant swirling mass of swords? Count me in. Don't need any of those. I can't afford them anyway. Give me Umbran Spear, which is the more important part of Crow form, because Crow form itself is not particularly interesting. Almost got all the skills back. And admittedly, some of these are less important than others, but... Yep, got heel stomp, we're good. Hope I don't eat shit.
Try to keep up.
Okay.
We need something to open it.
Hey, try to keep up, man.
Let's try out this
Another
piece.
golem. No. I was gonna say, wait for it. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for the golem. I forgot the other thing that Crowform is good for, which is you can just cover yourself in feathers that damage people. That's very gold. You are very bright, sir. Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the... No. Oh, that's multiple hits. Got it. Ouch. I like Chernobog, but I don't think that it's a good weapon for most of the fights in this game. At least not until I get better at the game. I think I want a weapon that is going to enable me to more quickly react to situations. So I think we take Chernobog off for the other set of Raksha. Because now we just have double swords, and that's always fun. Cool, nothing there. Anyway, I like the idea of just walking around with like a shit ton of swords. It's just funny. Whoa. Hold on. Give book. We'll read those eventually. Not on stream, obviously. Why would I do that? I have been thinking about doing a book reading on stream again. I haven't done one. I've only done once or twice, but it wasn't like a bad time. I read Carmilla on stream for Halloween a couple years ago. People seem to enjoy it, so I don't know. Maybe I'll try it again. Oh god, it's one of these. You just fall through the whole thing. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're flying. I missed a couple of those, but that's okay. Oh, you just break the whole thing open. Dope. Well, good job. You broke it.
Right then.
Okay, before that, though. No, it won't let me go up here. Damn. I, like, always check on this stuff. I don't check everywhere in games, but, like, I do tend to, like, notice this sort of stuff in level design a lot more, especially after having played the original Bayonetta so much. And the original Devil May Cry games. Like, both the first one and the sequels. Like, I played every Devil May Cry game at this point, except for the weird mobile one that I don't feel I need to go get. And I don't even know if you can get it anymore, admittedly. I'm sure somebody has it somewhere, but I don't know if I have, or if I can get it. I saw something recently about, somebody had figured out, how, Somebody figured out how iOS emulation worked, finally. Due to a very specific game. Get me out. Easy game, kids. Just play better. You don't get hit. If you don't get hit and you hit everything, you win. It's easy. Yeah, I don't really have enough halos to do anything there. Alright, we gotta go through the piss water, guys. Nope, just kidding. We're gonna portal through it. Okay, you know what? I got a better idea. Hey, bud! He opened up his shield right as I went to go hit him. Goodbye, friend. I wanna be your sledgehammer. Big bonk. It's good to have the extra items in case I need them, but I'm also going to try not to use them, because that's just how I am. Yes, big, fancy, golden bonk. Alright, let's just take a second and listen to this music, really. I'm digging it. I don't know about you guys. I see something up top. Bird. You wouldn't think this was in something so campy. This game is wild. Like, you can listen to... There is so many cool bits in this game's soundtrack. Same thing with Bayonetta 1. Like, the game is just filled with incredible music. That's a most behind. Can't get over there yet. I really love this game's soundtrack. This game is, like, the sort of vibe that I like. Like, I make a joke a lot about... I joke a lot about, like, the early 2000s... Or, like, sorry, late 2000s and how a lot of companies seem to have this idea of just, like, doing, like, oh, yeah... You know, what if the angels are bad? You know, angels versus demons stuff. Okay, we have to come back here in a minute. But I really do like the vibe, you know. I like the sort of like I like the Gothic cathedrals. I like the angelic choirs. I like hearing pipe organs. I like stuff like that. Not always, but a lot of the time, yeah. I want to get up here. Ah, there's a verse up here. Got it. Where you at? I forgot that I have a swim mode, and I realized it in the middle of that fight, and I realized I didn't really care. I realized it didn't matter quite as much. Oh no, we're not done in here yet, man. Give me the Muspelheim. Let the snake have the Muspelheim. You have to be in the snake form for that. That's really weird. But alright, I guess. Maybe it's because I have the weapon on my back. This is gonna be annoying, isn't it? It's gonna be like, don't touch the ground or some shit. Yep, called it. Defeat all enemies without touching the ground once. Oh, baby. This is gonna be a bastard, because I don't have Kulshedra. Shit. Basically, if you get hit, you fall, you die. I have ways of avoiding falling, but man, this sucks. I can probably use guns as well, but man, this is rough. How did that touch the ground? I fucking flew up afterwards. Maybe it's like just a certain height you have to hit. Alright, alright. We'll try it a couple more times, but we might have to wait till we get another weapon for this one, because this is gonna be rough. Yeah. I have to not hit that. Because while that hits everybody, ground. Let me think for a minute. Do I have any weapons that would be better suited for this? I don't really think so. I've got Chernobog and I've got the flamethrowers, and I don't really think that they're going to be particularly well suited to this. Alright. Let's try one more time with the blades, because that actually seemed to be going pretty well. I just need to not hit kick. Dope. It's that easy, kids. I really do like these like little challenge rooms, because they really they challenge you, and it's a good challenge. It actually it isn't like bullshit stuff, because some of the stuff in Bayonetta 1 was not the best. But in this room, for this particular challenge in Bayonetta 1, you would typically just use a weapon called Kulshedra. It would be like, stay above the ground for 30 seconds or something like that. And you'd use a weapon called Kulshedra, where it's just a whip, and if you hold down the button, so like each weapon has a normal attack and a hold attack. For the swords here, it's a charge attack. For Kulshedra, you would actually just drag them to you, and you would stay in the air. And then you could bounce off them, obviously. You could just jump off them. So you just keep grabbing them with the whip and then jumping up in the air, and you would get it. And you could get really, really high up. And you can do the same thing in a lot of other action games, but it is funny to just see it happen, honestly. Alright. We got our stuff. I got the Muspelheim. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here, Master Chief. Honestly, if Master Chief showed up here, it would not surprise me. Isn't anything else before we slither out of here? Fuck yeah, we are. And there's a witch heart. Dope. I'll take more HP. That's the other thing I like about this game. There's very few buyable upgrades. A lot of them are just based on either story completion or exploration, you know? That's good. I like that in games. I'd rather have that than just have, oh yeah, you gotta go grind this shit out. Sometimes it is good to have things that are there as like a, oh yeah, this is definitely gonna be a reward for this. But other times, it's kind of nice to just, you know, go and make them look in the world. Like, I think Bayonetta 1 had a weapon where it was just beat the game on hard. It also had one where it was beat the game on the hardest difficulty, which is non-stop infinite climax, which is a pain in the ass because you can't use witch time anymore. And some of the harder enemies in the game really suck. Shit, I fucked that up. How did that hit? What is that hitbox? Not gonna lie, I was having so much fun, I didn't realize that this was a single combo one. I just, like, was hitting buttons and doing the thing. I was actually having so much fun with those combos that I didn't realize that I was in the middle of a challenge. I, like, stopped realizing. I didn't even look at the fact that it was single combo. I just was doing it. I guess that's a good sign. That means that this game's just clicking, which is nice, because Bayonetta 1 definitely didn't quite click the same way the first time through. Orbs. It's such a stupid joke for me to be laughing at, but it is funny to me. Oh, okay. We're just avoiding Golem now. Run faster. Remember, kids, all dreams have meaning. Unless your dreams look like this, then maybe they don't have meaning. Got a platinum. No damage. Wasn't quite fast enough for the platinum on the time, though. How many orbs do I have? Tell me how many orbs I have.
Try to keep up.
Okay. Apparently you just have to, like, hit a button, like, hit an attack button to do that. Ouch. All dreams have meaning? What does Power Rangers versus Captain Hook mean? I mean, you know what that means. That one's obvious. I love how she fires one bullet. She fires the gun once and, like, 10 bullets come out. Easily my favorite part of that entire mess. Alright, off we go, I guess. Means you should go to bed early. Yeah, it means you should go to bed earlier. Okay, so do we gotta do that again? No. At least not in this level. Oh, what time? That was a long level. There was a lot of verses in that. Well, I'll tell you what. I think it might be time for me to go to bed. I'm not going to bed right away. But I do got stream tomorrow that I got to think about as well. So we're gonna finish this one up here. I'm having a blast with this game, honestly. I might see if I can play it some more during the week. That's the one downside to streaming games, is that I don't want to play them offline a lot of the time if I'm streaming them. So I end up I basically end up just waiting for the game to like continue. It's why I've started separating games I want to play on stream from games that I don't want to play on stream, and just playing games on my own. For a second I was like, where'd the music go? But it's why I've started separating like games that I want to play on stream versus games I don't want to play on stream. Like Nier Automata, I definitely want to play it at some point. I've got a couple other games I want to finish up meanwhile. Specifically Pizza Tower and Morrowind, because those are the two big ones right now. And Pizza Tower is pretty short if you just want to get through it once. But Morrowind, playing it casually off stream as well as on stream, it takes a while. Morrowind's a long game. Well, not super long, but you know, it takes a while, especially since I'm just goofing off. I'm not like speedrunning to the end of the game. I'm actually trying to enjoy myself with it. But anyway, yeah, cheddar. Get those cheddars in. Anyway, guys, thank you. Thank you for the Taco Bell. It's been a good stream, guys. Just had to mess with it for a sec. Hey, if you're subscribed, that's the benefit you get, okay? You get to make all sorts of weird noises, and you get to make Dagoth appear, and like, you just get to do shit. Okay? That's the motivating factor, alright? So if you want to subscribe, there's another reason to subscribe, alright? Yeah, cheddar. Love cheddar. Such a stupid emote. I'm very glad that I've kept it. I tell you what, we've been getting some decent emotes on the Discord recently. We got a couple, we got Donkey Pog, and we got Donkey Pog, but he's in a Colovian fur cap. So if you want those, feel free to join the Discord, and I will actually join the Discord if you want to know when I go live, if you want to check out all the emotes, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. It's been a great time as usual. It was a great stream. Hey, I'm glad. I'm glad to be around and be able to make some people feel better. All right? So you guys, take care of yourselves. Have a good weekend. I will see you tomorrow for some Morrowind at 10 a.m. in approximately 12 hours. Probably less than 12 hours, yeah. But I'll see you guys then. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Have a good day. Good evening, whatever it might be. Let's find somebody to raid real quick. Who is online right now? I got a couple people I know who are online. I just want to see what they're actually playing. And if they're paying attention to it or not. We got some comfy streams going on. We got Croc of Gold playing Valheim. I don't know what Term's doing. Oh, Dev House stuff. Piper playing Celeste. We got some Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories speedruns, the classic. Man, that game's just... I can't. Every time I see that game being speedrun, I'm like, this sucks. It's not that it sucks as a game, it's just, oh. As a speedrun, man, there's too much RNG in it. Yeah, not the Forbidden Memories speedruns. It's Ricky. That's pain, man. All right, we'll check out fucking Ricky. We'll go say hi to Ricky. So this is the Rickster. He's let me make sure I'm typing his name right here. Yeah, this is the Rickster. He's a speedrunner and video creator. He's made a couple documentaries on some pretty popular speedrunners. Specifically, he's done a bunch of stuff for the Spyro speedrun community. He made a Spyro speedrun history focusing around Daoman, who's the current world record holder for Spyro 120%. He's a super chill dude. I think he's currently living in like Finland or something. I don't remember. But real nice guy. Go give him some love. All right. Take care of yourselves. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. All right. Cheers.
Like, the fact that people find this shit interesting